Good evening and welcome to the Band-o-Rama concert presented by the GVSU Laker Marching Band. Tonight's concert will include selected songs from the 2025 season, and oh, what a season that has been. Selections may include our color guard members, Ali Bruno, Gray Escastrand, Sienna Fine, Sarah Fraser, Lucy Hairline, Ken Murphy, Callie Mardelli, Hannah Olszewski, Skylar Pruitt, Samantha Rometti, Katie Stanek, Anna Stanek, Isabella Summers, Nina Tommins, Ava Traxler, Abigail Weber, Paige Winkler, Laura Winzeller, Ava Witt, and Cadence Wood. We begin with Band-o-Rama the way we begin any football game in Lovin Stadium, with Pregame. Please stand and gentlemen remove your hats. Veterans may remain covered and render the military salute for our national anthem, directed by Dr. John D. Martin, Director of Veteran Affairs. showmanship crafted to provide the very best entertainment possible for the Laker Nation. Now, let's get the show started with a few selections for our first show of the season, entitled Rockin' Lovers. Featuring trumpet soloist Kyle Lee, we begin with the 2013 mega hit from the album Same Rock and Roll by Fall Out Boy. Here's Light 'Em Up. Featuring our color guard, we present Metallica's signature song, Master of Puppets. 5 schools here at the Valley. We began with a 2006 hard-driving funk hit by Robert Randolph and the Family Band. Here's Ain't Nothing Wrong With That. As part of the soundtrack to the movie Pulp Fiction, we present Jungle Boogie. Featuring trumpet trombone soloist Connor Stephens, we begin with a powerhouse staple of marching bands. From the Cuban composer Ernesto Nicuala, here's our version of Malaguena. We concluded our Female Lakers show with the title song from the 1978 album Children of Sanchez. This was the 18th album by the incomparable Chuck Mangione, and this title song won a Grammy in 1979 for the Best Instrumental Performance. Featuring the Sabres of the Laker Marching Band, we hope you enjoy Children of Sanchez. The majority of the LEDs playing in game day occurs in the stands as we cheer on our Lakers. We have over 40 short tunes that help energize the Laker Nation after each play. We'd like to perform them, some of them here, stadium favorites, and begin with a cheer when our Lakers are on offense. Here's the first down cheer. We feature our brass and drum line with Trumpet Charge. When our Lakers are on defense, one of our favorite selections is Dias Irae. Another defensive favorite two cheers feature our drumline and you. Please join in with the ABC Long cheer. You're doing great. Let's keep the cheers going. The GVSU cheer. What is the first thing you notice or hear when you see a marching band? There are many answers, but one thing that is at the top of most lists is the drumline. We are very fortunate to have a fantastic drumline that is the heartbeat of the LMB and provides that extra level of excitement. We'd like to feature our drumline, our trombone section, and a feature twirler with a third quarter break selection. Scratch the feature twirler. On October 11th, the Laker Marching Band presented our Grand Ole Opry 100th Birthday Salute Show. During the show, the Pride performed its annual Circle Drill. The Pride performs a medley of 3 out of 41 #1 charted country hits from the greatest country music group of all time. Our medley includes Tennessee River, Dixieland Delight, and Mountain Music. Combined with a marching kaleidoscope drill with rotating circling swirls, we present the 2025 Laker Marching Band Circle Drill to the music of Alabama. Written in 1948 by Pee Wee King and made famous by the Sing Rage Miss Betty Pig. This song sold over 5 million copies in 1950 and was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1998. Featuring trumpet soloist Alejandro Zorrillo and Daniel Band, we proudly say happy birthday, Grand Ole Opry, and present the Tennessee Waltz. We opened our show, as Jacob always did, with I Can't Turn You Loose, and continued with the Blues Brothers staple, Gimme Some Love. Signature song and a powerful anthem. In 1998, Aretha reprised this song for the Blues Brothers 2000 movie. Featuring our color guard, we present the incomparable RESPECT. Featuring our sabers and rifle lions. Here's Minnie The Moocher. But before we begin, we will need some singing help from you, Laker Nation. You'll know when and what to do. Before the LOV takes the field for pregame and each home game, we gather to warm up and make final preparations. It is culminated by playing our chorale, We'll Never Walk Alone. We offer this musical gift of solace to everyone. Tonight, we recognize the graduating seniors. These students are the embodiment of the Laker Marching Band in Grand Valley State University. Haya Barnhart, Biomedical Science and Behavioral Neuroscience, trombone. Hannah Casada, Hospitality and Tourism Management, clarinet. Haley Hitchinsky, Applied Health Science, trumpet. Gavin Cole, Computer Science, tenor saxophone. Noah Praise, Computer Science, trumpet. Rachel Dufour, Biochemistry and Chemistry, clarinet. Sarah Fraser, Elementary Education, color. Christiana Hatch, Natural Resource Management, piccolo. Michaela Otter, Classics and Anthropology, piccolo. Kingsley Heersley, Applied Food and Nutrition, mellow. Ciara Keener, Chemistry, clarinet. Christopher Hopkowitz, Biology and Aquatic Science, trumpet. Kate Tracy, Biomedical Sciences, piccolo and drum. Jack McCoy, Health and Physical Education, clarinet. Marshall Nicholson, Applied and Theoretical Math, clarinet. Mackenzie Peterman, Elementary Education, baritone saxophone. Owen Shepherd, writing, alto saxophone. Anna Stang, marketing, color guard. Connor Van Druden, computer science, baritone. Jacob Van Dusen, medical laboratory science, trumpet, drum major. Cameron Williams, supply chain and operations management, trumpet. Paige Wakeland, psychology, color guard. Thank you, seniors. Please stand for our Alma Mater. The next Alma Mater soloist is Kyle Lee, who is directed by Mrs. Lauren Keller, Assistant Director of the Laker Marching Band.
How about a big round for, oh, have a seat. I should have passed the plate just then. Hey, how about the Laker Marching Band? So, in this band, at the beginning of the season, you're all amped up about everything. When the new folks coming in, the old folks welcome the new folks. Real quick, new members this year. If you're a new member, please stand. New members. Actually half of the band. So we're really excited as our future, as we move into our, now we're into the future, I guess. So this is our last performance tonight for the season. And we get started, like I say, everyone's really excited about the season. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, like the government says, it's time to go. And you say so long to some of them, but not really, because they're coming back for alumni band, yes? Yeah, that's right. I couldn't do it by myself. I am the only faculty member, full-time faculty member that is assigned to athletic bands, and that's what I do in the fall. And I'm if I didn't have the students, a lot of schools have a director or a full-time faculty that help out, and that's not the case here. And it may be in the future. We hope so. But we rely so much on the students. They help us in so many different areas, and I want to just acknowledge some folks tonight. I actually have them written out. So one of the things is we have a band council, the Laker Marching Band Council, and these folks are really the officers of the band. They just oversee their chairs of different areas, and they oversee the running of the band for the most part as far as logistics are concerned, and other things that are happening, so like my left and right arms at times, about a lot of things. So real quick, we're part of the Laker Marching Band Council. Come up, Dakin. Welcome Dakin back. Dakin is the president of the band, and Dakin, I'm going to let you introduce your folks. This is the 2025 folks. We have elections for the 2026, and we'll acknowledge them in just a second.
Hello, I'm Dakin. I am a fourth year, and we're going to introduce our council. So, first we have me, president. Second, we have our vice president, Quentin Campbell. We have our secretary, Sarah Keener. We have our treasurer, Dr. Colgar, Paige Winkler. We have our logistics chair, Jason Holmes. We have our recruitment chair, Debbie Spade. We have service chair, Anna Padilla. We have show planning chair, which is Zach Cordy. We have our social events chair, which is Mike Bowman. We have our social media chair. I'm not sure she's here tonight, but her name's Elizabeth Waltz. She came from the trumpet section. And then our uniform chair is Haley Riggs.
One more round of applause for Waltz. And now, what our 2026 LED council, please stand up. Please stand up. Very good. Very good. Thank you. So we're excited for next year. We're going to thank you. They're going to have a great season. Very proud of them and what they're doing. The next group that is part of it, when we talk about LB leadership, the LBC Council, and then we have our section leaders and our drum makers. And we see that in your program. Did everyone get a program? Did we run out of anything? This is great. If we get, no, it's all good. The section leaders are asterisk, and the captains and the color guard have 2 asterisks. They have 2 asterisks. So with all of our section leaders, please stand, please. And these young folks, thank you so much. These young folks, this band on paper should not be playing like this. Good. I was like, okay, this is going to be what it's going to be, and we're going to do a really good. But the section leaders and just these young folks here, as far as the music is concerned, and just anything I put to them, they did it, on the workout and went to work. For the most part, we've been drama-free. It's been a very good culture, without a doubt. It's always a good culture here with this group, and it has been for a long time, and will continue to the future, just because of what's been done this season, what's been done in past seasons as well. And I just can't begin to tell you how great it is for a teacher to be able to trust your students with certain things. I'm going to give one quick example. Jason Holmes is, Jason, and this was just something very quick. We did a hockey game, And we played, was it last night? That's crazy. Yeah, that's right. It was last night. We played, they played over there at Griff's at Georgetown. And we did this just to do it. It's a club hockey. I mean, we won. We beat Hope. And but we needed a set player, a drum set player. And Matt Martin, I'm speaking in the third person now, so that means it's not good. I'm going to be 60, and that's the body's feeling it. And Jason took care of wanting to get the drum set, and he's getting it back. But it's little things like that that I can trust folks with. Dakin, I turned the band over to Dakin last night, and they did great, and I just went back home. And so that's just a small example of many things that this band has done. Quick overview about some things that we went to Ferris, took a great pep band up there. Ferris State is marching, maybe some of y'all know that. They're marching again, which is great. That means hopefully we're going to invite their band here next year, maybe do a combined show like we were doing with Northern Michigan. And then hopefully the year following, y'all allow us to march with them at Ferris. And that's what it should be. I grew up, I marched at the University of Tennessee. There was nothing better going down to Alabama or to Georgia or the swamp and getting a little bit of the F or the A on the bottom of the foot as you marched across the field and on all that. So I'm hoping that this camaraderie, because band students, as you well know, are different. It's not so much about competing, it's all about being collegiate, and being, you know, it's our thing. It's just being a lot of camaraderie. So we're thrilled about that. We took a group to Ferris. We played for the opening of took a pep band down to Battle Creek for a new opening of the satellite thing for Grand Valley State University. What else did we do? We did a few other things I was so excited about this semester. We've got some other things planned for next year. The last people I want to introduce to recognize is the staff. I've had some folks, and I am so proud to say that 90% of the staff that I have hired, I've asked to work, are Grand Valley graduates. And that is really, yeah, that's an applause. That's color guard, that's a lot of stuff. That this program is a very fine music program and just a solid program that produces great folks and folks that want to come back. Our alumni band averages around 100 to 110 annually. And a lot of bands that just don't even have that on a yearly basis, and it's growing. I appreciate that. The first person I'm going to go in reverse order here. I want to recognize Dane here. I don't know if Dane came tonight. Dane Johnson is he marched last year, is that correct? And he was our designer for the sabers and for the rifles. And I just want to give a shout out to Dane Johnson real quick. Good young man. This is on the program, I just want to speak it right now. Brent Frick and Alex Chavez are videographers. I don't know if they made it out tonight, but thanks to them. We appreciate what they do. Jonathan Ford and Andy Leseski are our game day managers. And these guys and this job is thankless for the most part, and we're going to thank them right now. This is a huge job. And so appreciate him. Darren Douglas, this is his first. He's a LNB alumni and graduate of Grand Valley, and Darren is the new voice of the Laker Marching Band. Hello, this is Darren Douglas. Pretty good still crowd, I'll tell you that. Good job. That's it. Shay Sarnes has been with us as a Grand Valley grad, LNB alumni, and for 13 years has been our photographer. Thank you for Shay. Shay's other half, Justin, you're here, so I won't bring you out. Justin is an associate. He's one of the members of Motor Shores and former drum major, and allows Shay. No, I don't know if that's the right word. But anyway, he's Justin Wickenheiser. I don't think Justin could be here tonight, but Justin Wickenheiser is our webmaster and sort of takes care of everything. And he's an alumnus, works here at Grand Valley now. So thanks. And he's been doing stuff for us for I think 27, about 8 years. Somewhere around. Thank Justin Wickenheiser. For our drumline, we've had outstanding folks work for us. and to help us with the drum line. And this year, I was so thrilled. When we needed somebody, one person reached out to me who had been the drumline instructor my very first year here. And Will Bordello is just one of those wonderful people that when my first year here, I can tell you I wouldn't have made it without him and a few others. But Will, I don't think Will is here tonight, but I want to give a shout out to Will Bordello, and also his brother, Rick, was my next drumline instructor. And the Bordellos just have such a big imprint on the percussion thing in this area, and with a lot of things like the winter drum line and this and that. So anyway, let's give a shout out to Will Bordello. And a few more. Our color guard coordinator, designer slash whatever, as a Grand Valley graduate and L&B alum, Becky has been with me for 14 years, the longest staff person. Just so thankful to have Becky sitting up with our color guard. And last and certainly not least, I have an assistant. I've had all my assistants outside of Ashley Glenn, and I think that's it, have been graduates. Lauren Keller has been an assistant of Lincoln Marching Band, assistant director for 5 years. Well, say hello to Lauren. Lauren teaches in the Hudsonville Public Schools at Raleigh Streetlands for director of band there. So that is that. We are within an hour, I think. Yeah, so this is really good. We used to do every song from every show. I'm serious, every song from every show. We were here an hour and 30 minutes, and that's over that. But we have one last thing we want to do, and we end with the fight song. We've got two things. We've got the fight song, and then the drum line's going to take care of us with the street beat when our cadence going down. But we have the fight song. We always bring someone, they don't even know about it, down to direct. And this person, I tell you what, it's sort of like glue that we need to glue in, and it sort of keeps things running, or oil, or just good stuff that makes sure that we're all taken care of and that things are happening, especially on the game day. Donnie Ford, come up here and game day manager Donnie. Come on up, Donnie. We're going to intro scene play, Donnie. Here you go. Everybody up. Everybody up. Well, that concludes our Band-o-Rama show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. One last hurrah for the Lincoln Marching Band, please. We're going to close like we close a lot of our everything. So I need everyone to stand up, please. This is the way we close all this into the last. No, I think probably do it for the banquet as well. But this is the way we close rehearsals. The drum line is going to kick us off like that. Lead us out the street beat. So, it's been a privilege. You're cared for, you're loved. All right. Band, 10 Hunt, who's got the